There was a signal, not loud, not visible, but it circulated quietly among women who understood how domestic authority worked, and how it could translate into income without leaving the home. It wasn't taught in business courses. It wasn't framed as entrepreneurship, but it functioned like an economy, one built on relational trust, proximity, and the ability to hold consistent presence inside someone else's daily rhythm. This was the soft power income model, and it existed long before the internet promised everyone a platform. The women who practiced it didn't call it that. They didn't brand it. They didn't build funnels or automation sequences. They simply understood that certain types of value could only be delivered through sustained, direct contact, and that this contact created economic dependency, not exploitation, dependency in the structural sense. The kind that makes someone return, not because they were manipulated, but because the service became woven into the fabric of their routine. This is what most digital income models try to replicate, but they strip out the core element, relational continuity. You see it in how subscription businesses are designed. Recurring revenue, predictable income, low churn. These are just frameworks attempting to recreate what mothers already knew. That trust compounds. That presence creates obligation. And that consistency becomes currency. But here's the tension. The internet made income seem urgent, fast, scalable. It rewarded visibility over proximity, reach over relationship, and in doing so, it distorted the economic reality of how soft power actually builds value. Because soft power doesn't scale the way hard systems do. It doesn't multiply through automation. It deepens through repetition, through being needed in a way that can't be outsourced or replaced by a cheaper alternative. The signal wasn't about selling a product. It was about embedding yourself into someone's operational structure, their household, their routine, their decision-making process, so that removing you would create friction. This is the economic principle most home-based income models ignore. They focus on the sale, the conversion, the one-time transaction. But soft power income was never transactional. It was positional. You didn't charge for the service once. You became the service, recurring, expected, relied upon. And the income followed naturally, not because you marketed aggressively, but because you made yourself structurally necessary. This is why certain types of home-based work lasted for decades: childcare, tutoring, alterations, meal preparation. These weren't gig tasks, they were embedded services. And the income they generated was stable, because the relational infrastructure was stable. Now compare that to what's sold as income opportunity today. Digital products with no follow-up, courses with no continuation, templates with no support system. These are one-time extractions, not ongoing relationships. They generate revenue, but they don't build soft power, because soft power requires you to stay in contact, to be accessible, to remain useful beyond the initial transaction. The mothers who built this model intuitively understood proximity economics. They knew that being physically near, or emotionally available, created a different kind of leverage, one that didn't require scale to be profitable. You didn't need 1,000 clients, you needed 5 or 6. But those 5 or 6 needed you consistently, and they paid you consistently. Because replacing you would destabilize something in their household. This is the income structure most modern monetization strategies overlook. They assume volume is the only path, but volume dilutes relational capital. It spreads your attention too thin, and in doing so, it removes the very thing that made you valuable, your sustained presence. The signal wasn't about growth. It was about depth. About being so integrated into someone's life that your absence would register as a problem. Not a convenience gap, a structural gap. And this is where the recalibration begins. Because if you're trying to build home-based income by chasing audience size, by optimizing reach, by scaling visibility, you're operating in the wrong economic model. Soft power income doesn't require a platform. It requires a position, and position is earned through consistency, through showing up in the same way, at the same time, with the same level of care, until you become part of the infrastructure. This is why the most stable home-based income often comes from service models, not product models, because service requires ongoing relationship, and relationship creates retention, and retention creates predictable cash flow. But here's the layer most people miss. The service doesn't have to be manual, it just has to feel relational. It has to maintain the perception of proximity, of accessibility, of care that extends beyond the transaction. This is where digital tools become useful, not to replace the relationship, but to maintain it at scale without diluting the perception of presence. A well-structured email sequence that feels personal, a membership space that offers direct access, a consultation model that repeats monthly. These are digital extensions of the same principle. You remain in contact, you remain necessary, you remain embedded. The income model shifts from sell once and hope they return to provide ongoing value, so they never leave. And this is the economic clarity most mothers already possess, but don't recognize as monetizable. They know how to maintain relationships, they know how to be present, they know how to become structurally necessary inside a household. The only recalibration required is applying that same logic to client relationships. Not audience relationships, client relationships. Because clients pay for proximity, audiences pay for content. And content income is volatile, proximity income is stable. The quiet signal wasn't about building a brand, it was about building dependency. The kind that benefits both sides, where your client needs you, and you profit from being needed. This is the foundation of soft power income, and it's still the most reliable home-based model available. Not because it's trendy, but because it's structurally sound. You don't need a course on this. You need to observe how you already function inside your own home, how you maintain routines, how you become the person others rely on for specific tasks, how you create order that would collapse without you. That's the signal, that's the model, that's the income structure. And it doesn't require you to be everywhere. It requires you to be essential somewhere. Mandatory disclaimer: this content is for educational and informational purposes only. It does not constitute financial, legal, or professional advice. All strategies discussed require independent research and should be adapted to your individual circumstances. Outcomes vary and are not guaranteed.